family. God bless you in Jesus' mighty name. Welcome back to my channel. My name is MJ, where we'll talk all things autism. Happy Friday to you. I hope you had a great rest of the week and happy new month to you. Oh my goodness, the days are flying by. So technically the kids are down to what, like 3 months of school left, because we'll have all of March, April, May, and then a couple of weeks of June. It's really scary. Oh my God. But anyway, I hope everyone is doing well and that we're ready for the blessings of God to be upon us this month of March in the name of Jesus. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope the kids are doing well. I hope your family is doing well. So today, because we've been talking about teaching strategies and reinforcements and kids and things like that, I just thought maybe I'll come up with a nice interesting article that I read again on the Parenting Autism magazine about 7 things to do when you lose your patience with your kids. This one I really enjoyed reading. I thought it was different, and they gave me a few things that I learned from it, and I will link that in the description in the bottom so you can kind of get the whole overview of the article yourself. But I'll just give the 7 and just tell you what my favorite part is, and we'll go from there. So the first one is soothe your child. Of course, that one is very key. Once something has caused you, whether you just had a rough day and you just go off at them, whether knowingly or unknowingly, the first thing, of course, is just to soothe that child. Most of the time, for example, if I have like an anger outburst towards Jayson, I realize that he wants to retaliate towards me as well. So it's so important for us to maintain our composure, keep our own calmness as well. Through that, the lady that wrote the article said, remember, there's 5 good things that she kind of grouped. So 5 things that they can see, 4 things that they can hear, 3 things that they can touch, 2 things that they can smell, and 1 thing that they can taste. She said usually when she thinks of those little strategies in her mind, it kind of puts things in place and what to do to help the kiddo at that moment. The second thing to do, of course, is to apologize and take responsibility. Now that one, I think automatically, because we're soothing them, we'll just put it in there and be like, I'm so sorry, I did this, mommy didn't mean it, daddy didn't mean it, grandma didn't mean it, and just try to be, mommy had a long day, even though of course it's an excuse, but we're human. We can make mistakes as well, and it's okay, because why, we're all learning in this journey as we're going through with it with them. Number 3 is remind the child that you still love them. Of course, comes with soothing also. During that moment while you're either holding them or you're rubbing them or whatever it is, just remind them that you still love them, and that whatever it is, backlash that happened or whatever that caused you to yell at them for no reason, you still love them through the process. Number 4 is give your child a chance to express themselves. Some of our kids are good at this and other ones are not. Other ones will want to, like I said, retaliate and maybe throw something at you, kick you, bite you, spit at you, and feed off of your own anger at that moment, which is why we always just say it's so important to stay calm, right? Because we don't want them mimicking our behavior, because we know at that moment we shouldn't show our emotion, because there's so much we have to hold in when dealing with our own kids. Number 5 is think of different methods of behaviors and ways to calm this kid down. Remember, though there's one way that can work today, it might not work tomorrow, it might not work next week, it might have worked yesterday, but in 2-3 days it might not even work, so we need to find different ways, like for us, sometimes it could be Jayson going for a walk might be helpful one day. Another time he might just want to jump in the trampoline, sometimes just spin on my computer chair or any kind of chair just to kind of get in that input. So it just depends. And once you've tried one way, you've tried another way, you've thought maybe this one was better this time than the other time, maybe it's daytime, maybe it's nighttime, maybe it's afternoon, it'll be different. And so it's just finding other alternative ways to manage those moments. Next time, if the next one, number 6, is if you need to seek professional help, of course seek professional help. I'll always discuss this, where if anything happens, it's good to always seek or ask the ABA team, for example, on strategies on how you yourself as a parent can cope raising these kids. What can you do better to keep yourself calm as well? right? Last one that I added in is pray. My God, I cannot add this enough. This one even should have been the first one, because I think if we can maintain a good temperament as parents, which is the hardest thing, especially when we're trying to be patient with our kids. We're trying to get them to understand. We're trying to get them to follow routine. We're trying to get them to follow structure. We're trying to get them to do what it is that we're asking them. And remember, with our own kids, we have to be so repetitious. And that is one of my difficulties. Sometimes I don't like to repeat myself. Like, I've told you one thing, why aren't you getting it, right? That's what I tell you guys. If one day I sit here and I tell you guys what this has done to my life and how it's changed me as a person, you will not believe. Because I was one that it was very hard for me to be like, I told you something 1-2 times, why do I have to even repeat it a second or third time? So through this journey, I found myself like, okay, you're dealing with somebody that you need to give them processing time. You need to be able to make sure that what you even told them, they understood and that it registered, and they can maybe process it, and then they can maybe give an answer. So it's taught me a lot about patience. And I continue to learn, because believe me, I am far from perfect. And I'll continue to work at it. I'll continue to ask God to give me the grace, to give me the strength. That's why I had to add this one on. We must pray that God will give us that strength to raise these kids. If God will be our strength, our source of hope, and our source of peace, our source of joy, the one that gives us that grace to be able to continue to go, we need to pray like, Lord, please, as I wake up this morning, please give me the strength to tolerate, the strength to be patient with all these kids and all that I have to go through and endure. Okay, family, I'm sorry this one was long, but I had to get this in there because I thought, as we're learning teaching strategy, it's so important for us to know if we end up having a down moment, what to do. Okay, family, I hope this was helpful to you. Happy Friday again once to you. Happy new month to you. Enjoy your weekend. I hope you get to set your goals again. Like I said in February, anything you did not accomplish in January, you should try to get some of it done in February. Anything you didn't do in February, please try to make sure you go towards accomplishing it in March, because it's important to write these visions and goals down and try to accomplish it. Okay, family, have a fantastic rest of your day. As I said, get some rest this weekend, and until I catch you next week, remember Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. God bless you, family. Have a fantastic weekend.